A couple of weeks ago, I asked you guys to send in your best questions for a Q&A video to celebrate 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. And today, we're gonna look through all your questions and...
Oh my goodness!
This is gonna be a very long video. I love your videos. The only question that I have in mind right now is why and how can you laugh at every single video you watch without getting bored? I use a lot of time on TikTok whenever I'm just like chilling and not doing anything. I scroll a lot on TikTok. So some of the memes that you guys do submit I have seen, but because it's the internet and people post videos and content all the time, I might not be able to see every single meme or every single video. But sometimes, like not sometimes, on every single video there is a meme that is incredibly funny that actually makes me laugh. I hold my laughter as much as I can, but then there's this one meme that makes me shit myself, and then I burst out laughing and then I lose. And I feel like it's funnier to make a you laugh you lose video where you actually lose instead of like not losing. We have tried that like back in 2021 where the memes just wasn't it, and there were like 5 videos in a row where it was like the title was "If I Laugh the Video Ends," and I never laughed. So I feel like it, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose of making these types of videos if I don't laugh. And if we get to a point where we don't have memes that are fun enough, we always have Jay as a backup. Jay is a Discord mod. He's the editor. He's the one who finds the memes and everything. He's a giant help for this channel and also the second channel in general. So he will always, like, if we get to the end of the meme list and we don't have any memes left, Jay will usually go behind the scenes, go through the channel, see if he can find some funny memes, submit them, and boom, I laughed. The end. Where did you start with content creation? How did you start, and did you ever expect to grow where you are today? I thought genuinely that I would get 2 subscribers on YouTube and that would be it. To tell you about the start, what I was before I created YouTube videos was I was a videographer. I created promotional videos, company videos, you know, professional videos before I became a shit poster. And that is the reason why I have all of this experience and why I can make all these videos, is because I basically have the tool set and the knowledge to basically create content. I used to be behind the camera. I used to be nervous as fuck, and like being in front of a camera is like, ugh, I still kind of feel like that sometimes, like sitting here in my room and, you know, not talking to anybody but a camera is kind of weird. That's the reason why I stream while I create my content. But I started putting some videos up on TikTok showing my process, showing the videos that I make, and then people started calling me out on my accent. I started making some joke videos about that. Then I made one video where it was like how to change your Toyota into a Tesla just by changing the media startup screen, and that gained like 1 million views. And then I made a lot of car TikToks, even though I'm not into cars like at all. Slowly I started streaming and created clips and other meme content. Long story short, to like keep this video as short as possible, because I can imagine it's gonna be very long, TikTok started shutting me down, just like YouTube, and age restrictions and demonetization and all that. That is when I moved from TikTok to YouTube. I didn't want to do YouTube because I know how broken this website is. I know about the apocalypse. I know how people get shut down for saying their mind. I know how people, like, you aren't allowed to be as creative as you were back in 2016 when Filthy Frank was peak. So I didn't want to do YouTube because of that, but now we're here and it's actually going pretty well. I would like to ask if you do a Halloween special video, like decorate your room, watch Halloween memes and so on. My room is already pretty decorated. I don't think I'm gonna set anything up because my current work schedule is very packed. Like, as I don't think all of you know this actually, but I edit and record all my videos myself. For the main channel, I do stream, then I record while I stream, and then I edit my videos, I publish, I hang out with the community and all that. So I'm very involved with the community and the content creation as well. So I use all of my time on making this. So decorating my room will be it would be pretty hard to do so if I want to do that. But the one Halloween video that I have in mind is a Discord meme video, or scary Discord memes, where I have found a way to like integrate my phone with my shock bracelet, so whenever I scream, it shocks me. So when we get into October, probably start mid-October, I'm gonna record that video, see how well it goes, and that's basically my Halloween special I want to do. Question: when is the next StanleyVerse episode? I want to do other content than just you laugh you lose, but it needs to make sense for me as well. The StanleyVerse video was really funny, I enjoyed editing it, but it didn't get the same amount of traction and views as all my other content, and I don't want my channel to be about the views or about the money. All of this has never been about views or money or anything, but I want to make videos that at least get the same, or has the same potential as my other kind of content, like Discord memes, you laugh you lose, and so on, because I feel like my time is very limited when I edit my videos myself, so if I spend time on a video that doesn't perform as well as other videos, I feel like my time is wasted, because again, I am so involved in the content creation process. When it comes to making new videos, it's always a gamble to see what works, and I don't feel like continuing a series if it doesn't make sense. We did a Zelda tier list back in April or May, I think. It only got like 70k views. I don't think I'm gonna... I thought about doing a Smash or Pass tier list, but I don't wanna record a video, spend the time setting up the tier list, edit for 2 days straight for a video to get like 60k views. 60k views is still good, but compared to like the normal 200, 300k, it's not a whole lot. PC rating video, I have one in mind. We did set up a $1,000 giveaway that it'll probably be recorded when this video is up. But I want to do more community content, but it needs to be something that is fun and entertaining for me to create as well. It's something that needs to make sense for me. I've seen a lot of people do like rating your profile pictures, rating your phone screens, and even though that might be fun for some people, I don't see the entertainment in that. So it needs to be something where I feel like this is funny and this is enjoyable for me to actually make it, because first of all, I'm making videos. I know this is literally just a yapping session at this point. I'm making videos that I enjoy watching and that I enjoy making, and I also want to make videos that people enjoy watching as well. So you gotta find like that balance, and for meme content, I feel like that's perfect, but sometimes you gotta do trial and error. You gotta like take a risk and see what content works and what doesn't. But as of right now, like, I can talk about fake streams later because I see a lot of questions about the fake streams, but we're gonna move on to next question. When you were younger, what did you want to do before you got into YouTube? And did you ever think about going to college before YouTube? You could say it's a college education. I do have an education in film and TV production. It's very prestigious, very, very high education. I'm not even joking. It's a 5-year education where you learn about creating movies and shows and TV and all that. And I'm basically using all that experience to making goofy content on YouTube. And just like I mentioned earlier, before I did YouTube, I was a videographer. I made I made promotional videos for companies and brands and all that. That was basically the line I would continue to go down until I started making YouTube. YouTube was something I tried when I was a teenager. You know, I feel like everybody has tried YouTube when they were a kid, when they were a kid. Made cringy YouTube videos. I got inspiration from PewDiePie, Markiplier. Made gameplay videos, and of course they never took off. And as I got older, you know, I got the knowledge. I know how to make the video. I know how to tell a story. I know how to like structure a video now. And now I can use all of this expertise and all of this experience to basically make content that is entertaining for people to watch. So if YouTube never worked out, I would probably still shitpost on TikTok from time to time, but then I would either have a job as a videographer or would go freelance as a videographer. But I'm honestly way happier with YouTube because you can set your own hours when you're freelance as well, but I can get into like the moral of things later on because I feel like there's a better question where I can like get into that. Anyways, hey Stan, here's a quick question for you. What inspired you to do your Laughy Loose videos and sleep streams and reacting to memes on Discord? Sleep streams was basically requested by Twitch chat when I started streaming up. They asked if I could do a sleep stream. I took some inspiration from Too Mad. I added some lights. I did something different because I just didn't want to be a copycat. I changed up a little bit of things and then I basically started off doing sleep streams. I wanted to do something more. I wanted to make my own memes, which is the reason why I do your Laughy Loose videos, because I'm the kind of person that I need something to make something, if that makes sense. I can't just think or figure out something in my mind. I need like a reference or something so I can like take this thing, combine it together, boom, then you got a meme and then you got a joke. What is your favorite metal band? Favorite metal band must be Beartooth. I used to listen a lot to Bring Me the Horizon before they became more pop, but Beartooth is that one band that I sometimes go back to and I just scream my lungs out while listening to their music. Their songs make me incredibly aggressive, but in a good way. It makes me like want to tear shit up, but I love Beartooth, they're so good. I want to know what's your lifestyle like. I kind of want to know what behind the scenes, what food you like, what pets you have. Jesus Christ, you want to know every sports involved with the community. I just want to know behind the scenes. I can tell you a little bit about my lifestyle. Since I do everything on my channel here myself, I'm basically stuck at home. I wake up, I get my breakfast, I do my coffee. Then if it's a stream day, I mostly chill and recharge, get ready for stream. I stream, then after that, I get dinner, I start editing, I rough cut so I found out I find all the good parts, go to bed. The next 2 days, like that is a Wednesday and a Thursday, is when I edit the videos. I edit the videos, make the thumbnails, get them ready, and then Friday it's basically the same. I recharge before stream, and then I start streaming. And then in the weekends, I spend time with my girlfriend. We go on walks, we go out. You know, I go outside and touch grass for once, and then I edit a little bit. And then on Mondays, before we have community night, I finish the Discord meme video, and then we basically have community night. Favorite foods? I like fast food. Let's just put it that way. I'm not really a huge fan of making food and making dinner because I feel like when you're only making food for yourself, it's only to survive. Like, oh, I gotta eat because otherwise I'll die. So I'm not really a fish kind of guy. Like, I like sushi, but we're talking like crustaceans, the cruci, crab and shellfish and so on. But like normal fish, I don't really like. Sports. Look at me. I mean, are you serious? Or get involved with the community. Like, I love being a human being, if that makes sense. I don't want to be a company or a brand. So I try to like talk on Discord and interact with people as much as possible because I feel like that's the least I can do. That's the reason why we have sub hangouts, so on, where every Twitch subscriber every Monday can join in. We play games. We basically just hang around. People can ask questions if they feel like it. But I want to be a human being and interact with people and not just be a brand or a company. Will you ever do sleep streams again? What would you add or take out if you do them? The reason why I'm not doing sleep streams at the moment is because I felt like they became very, very repetitive. It was always the same sounds or the same videos, or it all happened the same way. Like, it would be chaos the first 2 hours, and then I would lay on my side, try to sleep. People would play the metal pipe, the 200% mad, the THQ, bass boosted, and then they would sap me. And I just didn't feel like it was enjoyable anymore. It's not something that I did look forward to. I'm not gonna say that I'm completely done with sleep streams. It's something that I do want to actually pick up again. This channel and just my content as in general has evolved over the past year or so. It started only being sleep streams, and then it was You Laugh, You Lose in sleep streams, and then it was Discord memes, You Laugh, You Lose in sleep streams, and now we have a gaming channel, and I gotta like check those, approve the videos, approve the thumbnail. So I keep on adding on top all the time, and there is a limit to how much I can work myself without like outsourcing. I'm like, just like I mentioned before, in terms of like, I want to make my own content and I want to be my own boss and all that. When it comes to the gaming channel, I'm totally fine with Jay editing the videos. I approve all the videos, I check them before they go up, so I make sure that I actually do enjoy the video before it's actually uploaded, and I feel like it's going really well on that point, but I don't want to outsource anything on my main channel. We did it for a short time on the sleep streams, but I was still heavily involved. I would rough cut the videos. If I could take anything out, it would be the shock bracelet, because it gets very uncomfortable at a point, but I feel like that's like the kicker. That's the reason why people are watching my sleep streams, is because of the shock bracelet. We tried one time where the entire system broke and only the lights and media share worked, and people were just not engaging. People left, people didn't want to watch it. So if I have to hurt myself in order to make content, what's the point then? I'm fine with doing like the Discord Halloween video, where if I scream, I shock myself because I feel like that it's actually really funny. But if I have to do that every other Saturday, I have to like torture myself for content, I don't feel like that's enjoyable anymore. But just like I mentioned, I don't want to completely say quit sleep streams. I want to take a breather. I want to wait, and when I feel like I'm ready for it, then we can start it up again. We can do a sleep stream a month, 2 months, 3 months, so on. So it's not something that is gone. It's a hiatus basically. But to wrap this up, sleep streams, they're not gone. They're sleeping at the moment, a mimia, and when I feel like it, we can continue them. How does it feel knowing that you have made so many people's days, weeks, months, and even years? Knowing that I have a positive impact on people, even though it's just meme videos and reaction videos, is the reason why I keep going. I get frequent messages from people saying that I help them, either they get bullied in school, life sucks, or they're going through some problems at the moment. Knowing that my content basically helps people, like helps them escape from reality for like the 20 minutes that they watch my content, is my motivation to keep on making videos. That I know that I have a positive impact on people's everyday lives, and that makes life more bearable for people is the absolute reason why I keep on going. That's like Goldilocks here talked about taking a break, and that's the reason why I hate taking breaks, because I wanna keep on going as much as I can, but at some point you gotta be like, okay, I can't do anymore. That is 100% the main motivation, is knowing that I help people in their day-to-day lives. Will there be any major changes that we should look out for in the years or more in your social media career? As of right now, I'm really happy with what I'm doing. I want to make other content just like I talked about earlier, but it's a gamble on what works, what doesn't work, and so on. But making the Discord memes, the You Laughy Lose videos, and then maintaining the second channel, the gaming content where I do Roblox gameplay, where I do Roblox videos, is the way I want to go at the moment. I feel like the second channel has really gotten some good momentum, some good engagement over the past half year, almost 10 months we've been doing it. So I feel this is the way I want to keep on going, but making more community content, just like rating your PC setups, is definitely something I want to add in between the Discord memes or like the meme videos. But this is the way I want to keep on going right now. Going to Japan sure sounds exciting, but is there somewhere else you'd like to visit somewhere down the line? Japan is like the only country that I wanted to visit for such a long time. I remember being 13 and asking my mom if we could go to Japan, but it never happened. She wanted to go someplace warm like Malta, Spain, Gran Canaria, you know, other countries like that. So Japan is what I'm really looking forward to, and if it's something where I like really fall in love with the place, it's definitely somewhere where I want to visit like maybe once or twice a year. But I'm extremely excited about it. Here in January, it's gonna be really good. During your time as a YouTube creator, what was the biggest challenge that you had to overcome? My biggest challenge is definitely the stupid garbage systems that YouTube have in place in terms of moderation, age restrictions, limited ads. It's things that people don't use, viewers don't care about, but it's things that definitely kill our video if they ever happen. If your video gets age restricted, people over 18 can only watch it. If your video gets limited ads, it don't get recommended, never gets recommended. You basically don't make any money from the video, and YouTube will never give you any kind of explanation. They will give you a guideline. They will basically say, this is the reason, then you have to go through your video, double check and make sure that it falls within those guidelines, and if you can't figure it out, tough titties. I both have a network manager, I have a YouTube contact, so if anything do happen, I can resolve the issues. But this year has been pretty good, knock on wood and all that, in terms of violations. I have learned from YouTube, I've learned from the guidelines, and it's going pretty well at the moment. Sometimes you do gamble and then you win, and you gamble and then you lose, and sometimes you get restricted for I remember doing the glissy. Doing the glissy too much will age restrict you, but doing the glissy just enough will not age restrict you, which is incredibly stupid. So those are definitely the biggest challenges, because Imagine having a job where at the end of the month you only get half your paycheck, and then you ask your boss what's the reason for the big cut, and they say, "Oh, you didn't perform as well." And you ask, "Why didn't I perform as well? Where was the point? Where were the different places I didn't perform as well?" And they'd be like, "Oh no." That's working with YouTube, literally. But that's my biggest problem, and it has gotten way better over the past year or so. But yeah. Do you have any merch ideas in the future? Give me a second and I'll find you something. I am not kidding when I'm telling you that I spent so much time getting sampled for these shirts and it never worked out. My plan was to have memes of this channel. We got we got a little Moai here. We got a little cool bear with sunglasses. We have a skull here with headphones because, man, I'm dead. And I feel like there's another one. There's a close-up bear. Here it is. Here's the close-up bear here. And all of this merch was something that I've been working on since September last year till around April or May this year. And the reason why it never got released was because that I'm not gonna say the name of the merch supplier, but the supplier never got the icons or the designs just right. If the design was supposed to be right here, it would move all over the place. It would be down your armpit, it would be close to your neck and so on. And I just could not work with someone where the design would shift so much, because to a certain extent, I am a perfectionist. Having your own merch being inconsistent is something that I cannot stand for. So I tried for a period of almost half a year in order to get this merch out, and it just never worked out. But I have the designs now, They're still, like, I'm still holding on to it if I do want to make it in the future, but the only merch that I've made was the plush, and the reason why I made that was because it's something that I was proud of and something that looks good. If that plush turned out like shit, I would have, like, cut ties and not made it. I love how it looks. The quality is nice. I have bought other makeshift plushies. We have, like, the intruder there back in the couch. We have, like, other small plushies from makeshift. So merch, if it's another plushie from makeshift, definitely. If it's t-shirts, I would have to work with a reliable brand that doesn't fuck up the designs before I would have to make any merch. Would you ever make new You Laugh You Lose videos but with different twists? People have been asking for a spin the wheel You Laugh You Lose video where it's like either you get shocked, you eat an onion, hot tip challenge and all that. Some of the ideas are cringe, some of the ideas are fun, and I feel like it's something that I gotta think about for a minute. I gotta set up spin the wheel. There's a lot of, like, I'm a very technical guy, so things needs to work on a technical level before I can actually execute them. So an idea that sounds as simple as this one, I might need to cook that for like several months, maybe half a year for it to actually work. Just like I mentioned with the scary video, the scary memes video where I get shocked, something I definitely want to do. But I need to get the idea in my head. The reason I did an onion speed run some time ago, more like an attempt at doing it. The reason for that was because a meme was played of Anomaly trying to do the onion speed run, and then Chad asked if I could do it too. I set a like goal. We reached the like goal, and then I made a video where I tried to do it. I failed miserably, but like taking requests like that is funny, but it needs to be fun and not cringe for me, because certain things are definitely cringe, and we all have different opinions on what's cringe and what's based and so on. So it needs to make sense for me for it to be an actual video. But yes, making meme videos or any kind of videos with other, just like smashing the bottle on my head, making other videos where it's like a fun twist at the end or during the video, definitely something that I want to do. Definitely late to the party, but how have you had the energy to get to this point? What motivates you and keeps you going? And what's your build in Armored Core? Okay. Energy is mostly coffee, and again, knowing that I motivate other people, I help people get through their day is my motivation. Sometimes editing days become very long because editing and doing the same shit over and over and over again every single week can get very, very tiring. I remember that I loved to edit videos a year ago, but now it's becoming a little bit more tedious. It's fun whenever I do funny memes or edits within the videos, but like doing the same overlays and the same music and definition of insanity and so on. But it's definitely something that I want to keep doing. Not gonna stop at any point though. It's just something that I have to work with, and again, I need to do it myself. My build in Armored Core, I was a bipedal. Maybe if I feel like it, I can show it on screen here, but I was a bipedal heavy build. Dual Zimmerman shotguns or the dual small shotguns was what I had, and then I had like a big dual missile launcher. So what I would do is I would fly straight ahead to the enemy, hit them with the dual Zimmerman, and then when they were stunned, I would use the dual missile launcher to hit them twice, and then I would have on the other shoulder a 10-cell missile launcher that would follow them. That was my main build, like, through the second half of the game, I believe. What is the weirdest fan interaction you have ever had, IRL or not? It has to be an IRL event. I think it was back in 2021, I went to like a LAN party. I was there as a content creator, but what I did the entire time was just edit videos because I had to make my video, otherwise I would be behind schedule. And I feel like the most awkward part was someone came up to me, he just looked me straight in the eye, and I was like, hey, what's up? He was like, what's up? I said, do you want a picture? He was like, nah, and then he walked away, and I was like, my heart, no! In the future, if I ever see a fan or a viewer, I'm not gonna ask them for a picture because that was like 200 damage straight to the chest asking if they wanted a picture. They'd be like, nah, head out. What is my favorite meme of all time? Okay, favorite meme of all time, right? This one. Of all time, dude, it just hits different. It's the goofy ass sound effects, it's the memes, I don't know what it is, it just hits different in some way. Can you show us the in life there is Roblox tattoo? For context, on Twitter, I said something like 1,000 likes and I'll get in Life is Roblox tattooed, and we managed to hit that goal. I haven't gotten it yet because I'm thinking about other tattoos to get as well. Typically when I get tattooed, it's like 1 or 2 tattoos, but I want to get something more than just Life is Roblox. So it's like an addition to like, the Life is Roblox tattoo is gonna be secondary, but the main tattoo is gonna be something that I really want. It's gonna happen though. I have weird tattoos as well. I have like a Haigao face, right? I'm gonna do a tattoo tour later because there's definitely a question about it, but a Haigao face and a ghost that says it's cool. I was already dead inside. I have I eat ass tattooed down like my, what is it called? Like pelvis area. I have a lot of weird tattoos and I don't mind getting weird tattoos. Can you do a collab with Badger or Maxor? I'd like to see, and I think that Badger would be down to do it. He's pretty chill dude. Good luck if you try it, and I hope to see your content. Keep up the good work. Maxor is one of the current creators that I really look up to a lot. I love his content. It's like ADHD in video form, and I fucking love it. Doing a you laugh, you lose, or a meme video with him would be absolutely hysterical. It would be so fun. Badger, I see some of his clips. I'm not really a Badger enjoyer, if you put it that way, but he has like 7 million subscribers. I don't feel like it's gonna be possible for me to do any kind of collab with him. Just like Closet Dweller mentioned, he seems like a pretty chill dude. But Maxor, I would be totally down for that. How do I feel after a sleep stream? Like, what happened after you ended the stream? Are you tired? Can't sleep? You feel weak? I actually don't go to bed after I finish off the sleep stream. What I do is I stop the stream, I transfer the footage over to my editing PC, I import the footage. I basically start editing the video. Like, it takes me like an hour to transfer, import it, because it needs to process for a couple hours, so it can process while I go to bed. So I at least spend like 1 hour transferring footage, starting the process, and then I can hit the bed afterwards. The stream stops at 4:20, and I typically be in bed at like 5 or 5:30 a.m. And then after that, I basically sleep till noon, and then I wake up and then I start working on a Sunday to like rough cut the video. And I spent like the entire day rough cutting, order some takeout, and that's basically the day for me. How do you come up with some of the jokes while you're editing? Like, do you come up with them on the fly or do you plan them out? Sometimes when I do record videos, I made like a mental memo. It'd be like, Stan, do this, Stan, do that, and then I remember that I have to like do it in the edit. But most of the time, it's something that I figure out on the spot. I say something and then I get an idea and then I do it. There was a video that's gonna be uploaded soon here. I think it's the 17-minute long You Laugh You Lose video. The memes weren't it, so I had to like make a lot of edits to make it funny. I made a Vaporeon copy paste with some AI voices, and that was just something that like, I think I mentioned connection terminated, and then it just came into my head, oh, connection terminated, and then we gotta use a copy paste, and then I just used the Vaporeon one. So sometimes I need a reference. So if there is a reference, then I can usually figure out the rest myself. Will you ever game with viewers? Because I've watched your videos for a while now, and I want to, not just myself, but other viewers to game with you, stream on YouTube preferably. I don't think a lot of people know this, but if you are on Discord every Monday, I basically do a sub hangout. We basically go in sub chat, we play games for like an hour, we just chill, you can ask questions and so on. Sometimes when I do have like an hour or maybe 2, I just jump on Discord, I play some games with people, but it's usually just on the Discord server I chill, and then people, like, I don't want to set a paywall for people to like talk with me or interact with me, but it's the only way to like remove the people that are annoying or that are spamming or that are using soundboards and so on. I feel like subscribing on Twitch or boosting the server, that's the current system that we have right now. I don't want to be like the $5 a month girl, but I just don't want the entire hangout or the entire VC to be people screaming my name or wanting my attention or playing memes on a soundboard or so on. And the only way to like get rid of those people who like always scream for attention is to kind of put a paywall up behind it. I don't like that I have to do that, but it's kind of what I have to do. So people that are subscribed on Twitch, it costs, again, $5 a month. That boosts the Discord server. You just gotta have Nitro for that. Can join the call, you can play games with me, you can ask questions and so on. And that's basically when we do it. I don't stream at that point, like I stream my gameplay on Discord, but it's just a chill session though. If I play some games, you can join Fortnite or Roblox or whatever I play. We just have some good time because, again, I'm a human being. I'm not a brand, I'm not a company. I'm just myself. So if you do want to play games with me, it's on the Discord server, and you have to be either subscribed on Twitch or be a server booster. Those are like the only requirements, and then you can hop in and we can play some games. I always wonder, how do you deal with such a full video schedule? If you wouldn't mind, could you break down your average work and what goes into the videos? Making 2 videos a week is currently my max with approving the videos for the gaming channel and so on. And to give you like a quick breakdown of my week, Monday I finish Discord memes, I do sub hangout. Tuesday I recharge and wait. I just chill basically before we do You Laugh You Lose stream. Then after that I rough cut, I go to bed, and Wednesday and Thursday is when I edit the You Laugh You Lose video. I wake up at like 8 a.m. and then I work from like 10 till midnight usually, both Wednesday and Thursday, and most of the time Thursday I'm done before like dinner time, and then I can play some games or chill. Friday again, I recharge before stream, and then I stream. Weekends, I rough cut, and then I spend some time relaxing. Like I usually edit around 5 minutes, not like 5 minutes real, I edit 5 minutes of the video. So Saturday I edit 5 minutes, Sunday I edit 5 minutes, and then on Monday I basically finish the video. It's a lot of work all the time, and I could definitely like fill up my schedule more, but this is gonna sound weird, but even though I've done YouTube for such a long time, it still takes like a lot of energy to be on camera and to be on stream, and there's a lot of expectations, and there's a lot going on. My brain gotta work in like 200 miles per hour. I gotta like read chat, I'm a technical guy as well. I gotta make sure that the PC works, that people can hear, that I gotta read chat, I gotta think of jokes. There's a lot of things happening, so getting ready and being in the right mindset to stream takes a lot of energy, and then when I'm done, I just want to go to bed at that point, but I gotta like start rough cutting the video so I don't get behind schedule. So that is my current schedule at the moment, and if I do make another video, like if I do an AI video or a PC rating video, I usually edit that before You Laugh You Lose or before streams. So that would be Tuesday before the stream or Friday before the stream. Do you ever get so annoyed you want to end stream, but you force yourself to keep streaming so you don't disappoint anyone? Yes. It doesn't happen a lot. It happens sometimes. I would say that my fan base consists of 2 types of people. The people that only want to watch for the meme, again, like both groups are totally acceptable, it's totally cool, but there's the one group who only want to watch for the memes, who doesn't want to watch anything else. So as soon as I start the stream, they're just crying, they're coping, they're seething and molding in chat, where is the memes, we want the memes, play the memes, and they just keep on bitching about that until I start it, and then they are entertained for like an hour, and then when I'm done with the memes and go over and play Roblox or other games, they run off the stream. And then you have other people who basically enjoy the entire stream. The points when I feel like I want to quit and I don't want to stream anymore or make content is when I try to do something new and people are just being disrespectful. When I try to do the AI video, for example, or when I try to do other types of videos, people are just spamming chat, they're being disrespectful, they're not being nice, and that is the point where I basically lose all motivation and like, what's the point? If people don't respect me when I try to make my videos, what's the point? I could do it. I could do my videos offline, like not stream them, but I need an audience, if it makes sense, because sitting just here talking to, like right now in real time for me, I'm talking to no one, and this feels incredibly weird, but knowing that people are watching and I can interact with people, I can answer them in real time, makes it so much easier for me to basically create the content I want to make, because I'm way more cool, way more chill when I'm just sitting here. I don't want to say I put on an act, but streaming for me is like being on a stage. So it's way easier for me to over-exaggerate, and if I feel like it, it's way easier for me to show my happiness, to show my humor, because when I'm sitting here, I'm recording, I'm just chill. I'm honestly just chill. Because again, there are certain expectations when you are streaming and so on. There are certain points where I'd be like, you know what, chat doesn't respect me, so I don't want to do this, but I try usually to push through and make the videos as best as they can be. How did you ever become so goddamn funny? Like, I swear to God, every video you makes me laugh. I must know the secret. A lot of child neglect and emotional trauma and the fact that I don't have a dad. I'm not kidding. What video that you make, you laugh, you lose, react, sleep stream, etc. is your favorite to record and make? The favorite types of videos that I've ever made on this channel is the fake streams one, because they take so long to plan and they're so intricate and so complicated and there's so much happening in it. Like, again, I'm a nerd. Something like modding games or adding effects or like tricking people into believing that something is happening that isn't real is incredibly funny. I would love to make more, but it has become increasingly difficult to make those kind of videos. There are like a certain factors that comes into it. First of all, making such a video with my current schedule would take me 3 to 4 months, and then the memes are gonna be bad and outdated. The site that I used for text-to-speech has basically changed their entire website. UberDuck that I used, it's not character voices anymore, it's just goofy, dumbass voices now. If I wanted Double D from Ed, Edd n Eddy, I gotta like find a sample, and then I gotta use 11 Labs, and then I gotta replicate. It's a whole different can of worms now. It was way funnier back in 2022. And also the fact that they get just about the same views as all my other videos get. They might like get maybe 600, maybe 500,000 views after like a couple of months. But if I wanted to do more fake streams, I would have to cut down on other content or outsource it to other people, like outsourcing my meme content. And it's not feasible for me at the moment. In the future, it's definitely something that I could do, but as of right now, I want to focus on Discord memes and You Laugh, You Lose, and then we have the gaming channel. I could do a fake stream, but I feel like the fake streams was something that increased in quality over time. The first one was like 14 minutes, and the last one was half an hour. And I feel the need to like up myself and do better every single time, make it longer, make it better. And it's gonna be tough to do that, and I don't want to spend an entire year on a video that's gonna be outdated because the blue lobster isn't funny anymore. We were already at the point in the last fake stream that I did where the blue lobster was an outdated meme, but that was because it took me like 2 months to just do all the edits and stream the video, and then after that I could basically make a YouTube video out of it. I'm going through the worst period of my life yet, and I want to know if you have any tips on getting over a terrible heartbreak over the person you love the most in the world. I don't deal with feelings that well because of my past and past relationships and experience and just relationships in general. I have had a lot of like very, very short relationships where I would meet someone, I would show them interest, we would date for like maybe 3 months, 4 months. So I keep my feelings inside so I don't get hurt, which is really, really unhealthy, but that is how I deal with things. I only open myself up if I get to a certain point, if I'm comfortable enough with a person. My best advice would be to do what makes you happy in the moment. If you like playing video games, play video games. Don't isolate yourself though, because if you isolate yourself and just stay at home, you're gonna make it way worse. Spend time with the people around you. If you're antisocial just like me, hop on Discord, chat with people, voice chat. Don't form parasocial relationships with streamers and all that, because they don't make it easier or make it better, because it's a one-way friendship. So spend time with people that you enjoy being around, play the games, do the things that you enjoy doing, and before you know it, then you'll wake up one day, you have completely forgotten about the person, and you'll be like, hey, I'm actually better. So the best thing to do is distract yourself. Do something that you enjoy doing, and then one day you realize, oh shit, I'm actually doing better. Are you happy living as an amazing Twitch and YouTube creator? I feel like I'm living my best life, even though I'm cooped up in my house and I only stay inside and I don't have holiday, I don't have vacation and so on. Again, knowing that I put a smile on so many people's faces is the reason why. It's the reason for living for me. It's gonna sound weird this way, but struggling with what's the purpose of being here, why are you alive, why are you doing this, it's not something that it's something that I've dealt with, but most of the time I just put it in the back of my mind and I don't think about it, because you can very, very quickly get an existential crisis if you feel like, what's the purpose, why am I here, what's the reason for breathing, what's the reason for being alive? For me, knowing that I make people's days easier, that people who are struggling, people who are having a bad life, again, bullied in school, knowing that I improve their life and I make them happy and I make life bearable for other people is my motivation for living and my motivation for keep going, for being here basically. Being a YouTuber or being a content creator, it doesn't have to be YouTube. The platform doesn't fucking matter in the end. Being someone who makes content and makes other people laugh and just being a silly goofy goober is my motivation, is the reason why I keep on making all this. Have you ever watched analog horror? If not, you should watch some. Make some sort of once a week type thing. I would watch that a lot. I have watched Mandela Catalog, some of the FNAF tapes. You know, I have the little goober bang in the background, the little intruder there. I do like that type of content, but I don't want to make reaction videos out of it. I have done that in the past where I would watch videos on stream and make clips out of it for TikTok and all that. But for me at the moment, whenever I do stream, that's for recording my content. Just like I talked earlier, it's like being on stage. It's way easier for me to talk, articulate, and so on, be more upbeat, be more happy when I know that there's people watching instead of me just sitting here in my room. I have kind of thought about for the second channel, you guys know Life of Luxury? Life of Luxury, they make some weird 3 a.m. monsters eating my daughter kind of deal. Not in that way, but they make some weird monster videos. And I have in the past like reacted to them on stream and like taken screenshots and done Photoshop and so on. And I feel like that would work great for the second channel, but I just don't want to steal content. When it comes to reaction videos, it's a discussion that has been up for recently, basically with Sniperwolf and XQC and all that, and I try to at least add something or only include as much as possible. That's why I cut most of the memes, so I only include what basically makes sense or what I think is funny. I don't just want to, again, steal content. I want to watch a meme, I want to watch enough, and then I want to add my own point, add my own joke. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I fail, but in the end, because of my previous job, I know a lot about copyright and I focus a lot about what's right, what's wrong, what's stealing, what's basically using content. And I don't want to be the person that just straight up steals videos. I want to give my own 2 cents, or maybe it's just a laugh, or maybe it's a comment. I want to give something back for using the content. There was a rant. Next question. How much did sleep streams affect your mental health? Did it get better or worse? And I need as much detail as possible. Who was in Paris? I can only answer the first one. Sleep streams, they didn't take a huge toll on my mental health. I would be tired, definitely, but it would mostly disappear after a day or two. I would be in some periods where I couldn't sleep or I had trouble falling asleep, considering that I only did, like, people feel like I do sleep streams like almost every day or every weekend, which is not the point. I did sleep streams every other weekend, and in sometimes I would have trouble falling asleep for like a week, or I would have some issues focusing, but other than that, I would basically bounce back, focus on my job, focus on my content, and it would get better again. So, but of course, there are side effects and trade-offs to you being like in a room that is incredibly loud with blinking lights for 4 hours. It is a form of torture. Like, some people do have torture where they use lights blinking and sounds and so on. But usually I would recover pretty quickly, so it didn't affect me long term. How the fuck do you upload high quality videos this quickly? Jesus. My editing software is Final Cut. I have been using that since 2016. Before that, I feel like 2014 it could be. Since I was 15, probably. Yeah, I've been using Final Cut since I was 15, so I have over 10 years of experience in the editing software that I use. I have plugins that I made for it. I'm a fucking nerd, guys, like seriously. I made my own presets, my own plugins, my own transitions and so on. So it's basically like a puzzle for me. Whenever my video is like, when I have rough cutted my video, then it's like I have all the puzzle pieces. All I gotta do is like assemble the puzzle. And typically it takes me about a day and a half. I think I mentioned this earlier. It takes me about a day and a half to finish the video. For You Laugh You Lose, if it's a 20-minute video, I can edit like 15, 18 minutes on one day, and then the next day I finish the remaining 2 minutes, and then I do the thumbnail and the title and so on. And it's because of experience. If I had to change editing software, if Final Cut just stopped working and I would have to change to DaVinci or Premiere, videos would take way too long. I would have to, like, it's the same with like the Unity thing happening at the moment, or that happened, where developers would have to like give a percentage to Unity for every install, and now they're like forced to learn a new tool set. They're forced to change engine from Unity over to Unreal or Godot or whichever engine you want to use at that point, and that's like, you're like translating or transforming your entire mindset, your brain, everything that you have learned in one program just goes to waste when you have to use another program. So it's because I know what I'm doing, I have my keyboard shortcuts, and it's all in the fingers, baby. That's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. What would you do if you suddenly lost your career? If I suddenly fell off incredibly hard, first of all, I would sell the house because I would not be able to live here. I would sell the house, sell as much as possible, find an apartment somewhere, and I would then see if I could get a job as a social media manager. If I could get some kind of job where I know Subway Surfers is like, it's a Danish company. I'm sure that they're located, or their marketing team is located somewhere else, but if I could become a marketing guy for like Subway Surfers, Opera GX, like a company that just fucks around for a living when it comes to like promoting their brand would be perfect for me. Of course, I would have to like restructure myself what is all right when it comes to jokes and so on. I can't joke about controversial events and so on. Having a kind of job where I can still do content creation for a brand or a company and I can just mess around and have fun would be the perfect job for me. It would take some time to find that, but either I would go back to my roots, become a freelancer, or be some kind of social media guy for some kind of company. That would be fun. How do you feel about being compared to Jimmy? Asking because it personally annoys me to see it myself. I don't really see the comparison. Like, the only comparison that I see between us is that we both stream while we make our content. And that is basically where the comparison comes in. I would say I don't want to shit on Jimmy. I feel like his videos are fun, they're entertaining, but our content is a bit different. Where Jimmy, he watches videos, he makes his comments, he has like subtitles and all that. He has his style of content. He also does memes and all that in his videos, but I have my sound effects, I play music, I play my memes, I make my own memes and so on. So I would say, yeah, fundamentally and basically they are the same. It's a person watching a meme and then adding commentary, but I make my videos in a certain way and he makes his videos in another way. Not saying that one way is better than the other one. I have my own personal preference on how I like to create my content, but I believe that it's because people think that we both stream and we do meme content, so we must be the same. I feel like that's where the comparison comes in. I must ponder this question with you. Specimens, cats, or entities, dogs? I am more of a dog person. Honestly, my favorite dog of all time is a Welsh Corgi Pembroke, the little toasty dog. I would love to get a Corgi at some point, but when it comes to like traveling and people like taking care of the dog and all that, it's gonna be a big hassle to figure out. I'll probably make that choice when I come back from Japan in January or February, but I would love to have a Corgi, but it's just like cleaning up and I'm kind of allergic to dogs in a certain way. It's kind of hard to explain, so I won't go into that specifically, but Corgi would be like my favorite dog to have. Is Stanley Reacts gonna be a thing as in reacting to movies and series? It's gonna be no because of copyright and all that. If I just react to Endgame and I show that on YouTube, I'm gonna get a strike faster than my dad left me. Just like I mentioned earlier, I wanna add something to it, some commentary. I don't just wanna steal content. I don't wanna be XQC just staring at the screen and be like, okay, chat, let's go, chat, wait a minute, I don't want to be like that. I actually want to add something insightful, something funny, witty. I want to add something to it instead of it just being like me watching something. That's the reason why I don't want to do full-on reaction videos now. Let's watch Darman or let's watch Mandela Catalog and I just be in the corner. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that is crazy. Did you just see that? That's crazy, chat. Yeah, I want to add more than damn, that's crazy. I gotta know what languages you speak. I speak Danish and I speak English. I was born in Miami. My mom is Danish. My dad is American, so I basically know those both languages. Jeg kan snakke dansk og engelsk, basically. Jeg er igen født i Miami, født i USA, så jeg har hørt en masse engelsk, da jeg ligesom voksede op der, så efter 3 måneder, så flyttede vi tilbage til Danmark, og så har jeg ligesom været i skole her. Så det er basically det. God, I gotta subtitle that shit now. Since long ago, I've been wanting to know about that purple shirt with the skeletons and pockets, but seriously, it's a really good shirt and I would like to have one and wear it. Most of the shirts that I wear in my videos are from Cool Shirts. I'm not sponsored, I'm not affiliated, not anything. I got introduced to Cool Shirts because I liked Filthy Frank, and then I watched Anything for Views and Max Mofo, and then I watched Cold Ones, and they have Cool Shirts with another company, I believe. So I like Cool Shirts because they are cool. It's something that is different from just like normal, like bland or normal. I do have some t-shirts like that, but just sitting in a black t-shirt with a little Supreme logo gets pretty boring, so I want something that is like colorful and different. Cool Shirts with a C, that's all that I'm gonna say. Again, not sponsored, not affiliated. They actually just it's kind of funny that you asked though, and again, I'm not affiliated. I just got an email earlier today that they just restocked this shirt here. Let me find it real quick. Right here, you can see there's the pocket with the shirt. They just restocked this, so it's back on their site. But Cool Shirts is the type of like shirts that I wear in my videos because I like the quality, I like the designs and so on. When it comes to merch though, like honestly, on God, for real, I would love to collab with Cool Shirts for any kind of merch for me and my brand and my content, because I wear them and I know the quality. I have 3 of these ones. Most shirts that I buy 3 of the same. So whenever I wash one, I have another one to wear, and I know how the quality is. The designs are consistent. So if Cool Shirts want to make some merch with me, I would honestly love to do that. I feel like good collaboration. I sent them a DM on Twitter. They never responded to me. It is what it is, but I like Cool Shirts. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're able to collab with anyone you haven't collabed with yet, who would it be and why? We just talked about anything for views and Max Mofo. I would honestly, some people do compare me to Chad because we kind of have the same look, the same size and so on. So I would just, being on a Cold Ones video would be like a dream come true, or having Chad on a You Laugh You Lose video would also be incredibly funny. He follows me on TikTok though, which is actually insane. If we go like way back to like 2016, like collabing with Filthy Frank would just be, he's one of my idols, and kinda Too Mad really fell off when it came to all the essay allegations and all that, and how he didn't actually respond to them. So I really lost a lot of respect for Too Mad. When you get accused of doing something as bad as essay and you just deal with it by shitposting and schizo posting, I feel like that's a very bad way to handle it. So I really lost a lot of respect for him at that point. But doing anything with like Frank, even though he's not here anymore, would be really, really funny. Did you buy that fursuit now? I think they're referring to the Luna plush that I made a deal with you about a few months ago. I think I said like 80,000 likes and then I'll buy the Luna plush. And we never got to 80,000. Then I made another video where I said 50,000, then I'll buy it, and we never got to 50,000. And people, it's like somehow you managed to gaslight yourself into believing that we got enough likes for the Luna plush, which never happened. So I caved in, I bought it, it should be here in December. If not December, then January. Luna can be on the casting couch, and if I do sleep streams at that point, I can sleep with her. W, right? But Luna is on the way. What is your favorite Mario Kart game? Double Dash. Double Dash all the way. I still have my GameCube. I remember playing so much Double Dash. That's the reason why I'm so good at Mario Kart. I skipped Wii, and then I played 8 Deluxe on my Switch, but Double Dash, like the switching mechanics and all that, will forever be my favorite Mario Kart game of all time. The supplier of all the cardboard cutouts, tell us now. I actually just buy them from Amazon. I can't be too specific. Like, some people wanted Virgil from Devil May Cry or V1 from Ultra Kill. You can't be too specific. It has to be like actors or characters like Buzz Lightyear, Shrek, and so on for it to actually happen. Custom made, people even wanted Goku. If I wanted a Goku cardboard cutout, it's gonna cost me like $200. But getting, I forgot his name though. Getting Gosling though was like 50. They usually cost me around $50 each for a new cardboard cutout, and I try to get like actors or cutouts that are easily available instead of getting them custom made, because custom made takes more effort, takes more time, takes more money. But it's Amazon, CO, UK, and or Deutschland, because I'm Danish, so that's what closest for me. Do you have a best friend you missed? Like, now that you're popular, do you miss someone before all this? I used to have a very good friend. We had a very simple friendship, I would say. We would watch shows, watch movies, play video games and all that. And after I started doing TikTok, it like overtook everything that I did. I would only talk about my videos, I would talk about my success, I would talk about this and that and so on. And it's the same now though, like, YouTube is all consuming me, so the only thing that I have in my mind and that I think about and that I talk about is YouTube and is creators and so on and so forth. So they didn't really want to hear about, if I talked about, hey, I just uploaded a video on TikTok, you got 1 million views, they were like, I don't really care. And that just, I mean, it's understandable that people don't wanna hear about that, but what's the point of having a friendship if we can't talk about anything? Like, of course it's fine if you don't care about it, but if the only conversation we can have, or the only thing that I can say is about what content I make, and you don't want to hear that, then what's the point? So we fell off incredibly hard. I miss them. I wish I could show them my house, show them everything. I'm here, I'm doing well, but we just fell off so incredibly hard, and it honestly just sucks. But that's life. That's life sometimes. Do you think you'll stream, make videos on upcoming Nintendo games? Mario Wonder, Splatoon, so on and so on. When I didn't make content as much as I do now, I used to stream a lot of Nintendo games. I speedran Odyssey once, I played Mario Kart with viewers, I played Splatoon with viewers and so on. The thing is that, again, I don't have a whole lot of time for myself. If I do want to play a game, I play that on my own time. When Wonder comes out, I'm gonna play that for myself. I just completed Mortal Kombat a few days ago, and it's not supposed to be about views and engagement and money that we talked about earlier, but if I want to make content out of something, I gotta know that people watch it. And for the gaming channel, the games that people want to watch are typically like either FNAF, the new popular game, or it's I was about to say Among Us, it's Roblox. People really do seem to like Roblox videos, and when I tried to switch it up by playing FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC, my views just plummeted. So when it comes to the gaming channel, it's still on the rise, and I still gotta upload what makes sense for that channel, because if I don't do that, the views will literally just tank. So at this moment, I gotta upload what basically makes sense. In the future, if people are more open for other games, I can do that, but I gotta focus on the videos that gets the most views, so it makes sense to actually make and maintain the second channel, if that makes sense. What made you decide to make your name StanleyMOV? It's basically pretty simple, pretty shrimple. I used to make videos, so MOV is the video file because I edit on Mac, and Stanley is my middle name, so you smash those together, you got stanley.mov. That's my TikTok handle. Before that, I had a waifu simulator for some reason. I don't know why I used that username. It was kind of funny, but it's just me.mov because I make videos. That's the kind of joke about my username. I know it's kind of cliche. You have a lot of other people calling themselves like josh.mp4 or sans.mp3, but I felt like that was the username that made most sense for me, because I do have an old username like TopDogMSN, and the reason behind that is the stupidest reason ever. I was at a festival. It's like a childhood story. Someone asked about a childhood story earlier, so I can tell you now. I was at a festival. I was a little kid. I was a little mischievous kid, and I'd like stealing at that point. There was this one booth where they had a lot of toys, a lot of different cool things, and instead of having to steal from them, I asked, can I work for you and get items in return? Because my mom wanted to go to the festival. I didn't really care for live music and so on. I just wanted to go around and look at all the things you could buy. So I asked them if I could work for them, and I was pretty good at like selling stuff. I showed people how the toys work and so on, and did a pretty good job at like helping him sell all of his inventory. So I asked my mom, I asked her in Danish, what does superseller mean in English? And she said, oh, it's Top Dog. And I was like, I just take Top Dog, I take my initials, I smash them together, Top Dog MSN. And it's very cringe when you think about it now. Usernames when you're a kid is actually pretty cringe, because I'm not a top dog. Top dog is like gangster related. I'm not a fucking gangster, man. But that was my old username, and I didn't want to go forward with that, so I decided StanleyMOV. That is it, chief. What is my absolute favorite game? It's a tie between. It is a tie between Dishonored and Undertale. Dishonored is a game that I love because of its replayability and how open the game is. Like, if you want to stop time, if someone shoots a gun at you, if you want to stop time and then possess them and move them in front of their own bullet and then go away and then start time again, you can literally do that and win that way. It's a game that has a lot of fun mechanics and a lot of replayability. The story, chef kiss. Undertale is, I mean, I have the Dishonored logo right here, and I have like Temmie from Undertale right here if you can see her. Undertale, even though it's a simple game, it's a game that has a very powerful story. The story and the characters, the music. Like, if I play something like his theme, I'm already gonna tear up. The story of The story of Undertale is the reason. Fucking story of Undertale. The story of Undertale is the reason why I like the game so much. Will you make a vlog video when you're in Japan? Personally, I think having some Stanley vlog would be cool and epic. I can stream and I can record some things while I'm there. I'm gonna post a lot on Twitter and Snapchat. It's in my description, I believe. But making an entire vlog, I don't think would get so many views, or I could do that on the second channel. I'm definitely, when I'm out and I'm exploring the different cities and different areas, I'm definitely gonna record a lot of stuff. I'm gonna share it on, again, Twitter, Snapchat, so on. on. I'm gonna bring my laptop with me, so if I feel like I want to stream a night and tell you about what I did in a day, I can do that. But as of right now, I'm just gonna take it chill, and I'll come back with a lot of stories, and then if I have a clip that matches a story that I'm gonna tell, I can show that in a video. What places do you plan on seeing during your trip in Japan? I can show you my current list at the moment. Like I mentioned earlier, going to Japan was something that I wanted to do ever since I was like 13 years old, and now I finally have the resources to do so. So I'm gonna be away for a month. I'm gonna go down there 14 days in Osaka, 14 days in Tokyo. My current list right now is for Osaka. I'm gonna go Universal Studios, Umeda Sky, Denden Town, Osaka Castle Park. There's an arcade called Round 1. Dotonbori, I think it's called. It's like a street where you can get a lot of fun shit, like a lot of I'm not really an anime guy, so I'm not gonna buy a lot of anime stuff, but I'm a game guy. I'm a nerd, so getting a lot of game things is what I want. Amikamura, I think it's called. It's a place that is like, it's supposed to be a little part of America in Japan, where they have like American stores like Starbucks and McDonald's and so on. And then you have Don Quixote, which is like it's a large store for like bargain price items. Again, they have some anime characters, they might have some games in there. Definitely gonna check that out. You have Team Lab Osaka, which is like a museum that I'm gonna check. Then I'm gonna go to Kyoto. I'm gonna check the Nishi Market, the Fushimi Inari Temple, Nara Park. There's an auto cafe, there's a Pokemon Center, manga museum, Donguri Republic, I don't remember what that is. Animate is another store where you can get different characters, different figures and so on. And then when traveling from Osaka to Tokyo, I'm gonna visit Mount Fuji on the way, or I'm gonna do it when I go over to Tokyo because I feel like the distance is shorter there. When I'm in Tokyo, I'm gonna check the arcades, the Neon Genesis Evangelion store, Akihabara, which is again a place with a lot of stores for games and figures and so on. Kabichu Tower, I don't remember what that is. There's a Square Enix cafe, there's a Kirby cafe, the Cup Noodle Museum, Pokemon cafe, Nintendo headquarters, Sega Towers, another Capybara cafe, Don Quixote again. You can go-kart around Tokyo. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. Ikebukuro, I forgot what that is. Shibuya City, gonna check that. There's a Nintendo shop in Shibuya. You have Shibuya Parko 6th floor, I don't remember what that is. And then you have the Shonen Jump store. That is on my list at the moment. I'm gonna see if I can get to as much as possible while I'm there, but if I don't, I might just have to go to Japan one more time. That is my current list. Like, going to Universal Studios and going to the Nintendo theme park is a must, and I'm very excited for that. One thing I just want to do is just walk around. Like, just like go outside, just walk around, play some music in my ears, just enjoy the environment, enjoy the place that I'm in, just get something to eat, get something to drink. I'm pretty chill when it comes to that. But again, like, I've seen jokes and memes about like every white guy is obsessed with Japan and so on, and of course, because you got like not all games, but most games are from Japan, most animes, cartoons, and so on are from Japan. So of course, you're gonna be attracted to the country that basically gives you the media that you love. So just being able to like go around and enjoy the scenery and the places is what I'm looking forward to the most. And if I completely fall in love with it, I might just, like, again, like I mentioned, travel to Japan like once or twice a year. But my plan is, whenever I do take like a break from YouTube, if it's like 2 weeks or 1 month, just fly to Japan, enjoy some time down there, and get back again. But I'm gonna see when I get back to Denmark if it's actually something that I want to keep on doing, or if 1 month in Japan is just enough. But I don't feel like I'm gonna experience everything in a month, so I will definitely be back there if I feel like it, or maybe I can get to another country, like try visiting. I kind of want to do like a road trip through USA, but it would have to be with friends, starting in Washington and then going all the way over to San Francisco or San Diego. So you basically drive throughout the biggest states and then you fly home from there. That would be really cool to do, but that would have to be something, again, you do over a month or a month and a half with a couple of friends. If you were to do a fan meetup one day, where would you do it? In 2024, I want to try to see if I can go to some events, because just like I mentioned, I'm stuck here at home when I make all my videos myself. I would love to go to PAX or to TwitchCon, or because I do have the resources to do so, I just don't have the time. Like, TwitchCon is in October, and I would love to go to TwitchCon, but it just means that I would have to like either work faster or harder, or I would have to reschedule streams, and I don't really feel like I want to do that at the moment. Again, when I do so much work on the main channel that I do, I'm kind of really stuck here here at home and I can't do that much. But in 2024, I want to see if I can lay off a bit and see if I can travel, because I do want to meet people. I do want to do meetups and go to conventions and meet other creators. I don't want to just be stuck here at home. So it's something that I'm looking to see if it's possible. So I'll see what's possible. Yeah. If Jay made you a pie, would you eat it? I can just imagine I take a bite and it is incredibly salty. So I don't think, Jay, I'm sorry. I don't hope you watch this video though. But if you made me a pie, I don't think I would be very cautious. I don't think I would eat it. Nah. If you ever met your actual clone, what would you most likely do first? Suck each other off. Would you ever consider doing unboxing content? I think for meme content it would be fun occasionally, especially the Luna plush. Of course, the Luna plush. A post box, or what it's called over here, a PO box. A PO box over here is incredibly expensive. I think it's like $500 a year, if I'm not mistaken. It's like way more expensive than in the States. I have thought about it in the past, but I don't feel like I'm at the place at the moment to do like unboxing content, because again, it doesn't have to be about money, but if I spent $500 a year, I need to at least to make that back in a video and have people actually send me things. I could do it in the future if I feel like it, or do a test run, just buy 1 year and then see if I can make any content out of it. And if it works well, we can do another one. But give me another year. Let's wait until like 500k if that's possible, and then I can see if I can open a PO box and you guys can send me fun shit that I can open, because I'm all for making other types of content if people want to watch it and if people want to engage with it. I don't want to do another tier list or another StanleyMOV video where it only gets like 100k views. Again, 100k views is good, but compared to the 200 or 300k that my other videos get, it's not really that good. So I'm down for it if it makes sense. Question, will you add a 4th series? Laugh You Lose, sleep stream, scary memes. Scary memes is something that I want to do at least once a month, but we need to have the content and the memes to actually be able to make that type of video. And doing something like rating PC setups or rating other kinds of things is definitely something I want to add to my list if it makes sense and if it gets the views. So I want to make like more monthly videos that might take a little bit more time, because again, if I am limited on what time that I have, I want to make the videos that people want to watch. So more PC rating would be incredibly fun doing as like a monthly thing, or whenever I crack the code and figure out a new show or a new series that I want to make would also be good. But it's something that gotta make sense for me before I can make it into a video. How much did getting your nose pierced actually hurt? It didn't actually hurt at all though. The fear of how much it would hurt was actually worse than how much it did hurt. I remember sitting in that sterile room while he was preparing the needles and all the tools and so on, and when he finally clipped the tool onto my nose and he got the right spot, he just asked me to exhale, he put the needle through, and it didn't hurt like at all. The fear is mostly worse than getting the actual piercing. I've had snake bites. You can see like the scars on my lips for that. I've had snake bites. That was hard because I had to experience the fear once, and then I had to experience it one more time. I've had a, what is it called? Industrial that never healed, so I had to take that out. I just stretched my ear a few days ago from 10 millimeters to 12 millimeters, and then I got earrings over here, and I had my tongue pierced way before. The fear is mostly worse than getting the actual pain, if that makes sense. What are your thoughts on people using AI in paid content? If we're talking about the VGA strike and like Hollywood, I'm not for it. I feel like people should make content for people. I'm in the middle, right? Because I feel like you can use AI as a tool. It's a tool just like everything else, but replacing aspects of your job and your work with AI is never gonna work. So if you are a writer or a content creator and you use AI to supplement your work and make it easier for you, I'm all for that. I don't know shit about Photoshop, and I make my own thumbnails, and whenever I use AI, that is for expanding images or using like the voiceover AI where I take a voice sample and then I type something in. That's fine for me because it's all fun and gags and it's all jokes and it makes my life easier. But we can talk about Quibblecup, but someone like Quibblecup trying to replace his entire channel with AI content is never gonna work, because it seems like a cash grab. It seems unauthentic. It just seems wrong though. Like, there is no soul behind the content. Someone is recording the gameplay and someone is doing the voiceover and they're just slapping Quibblecup's AI voice on top of it, but you just lose all kind of soul and creativity and integrity on that point. When it comes to AI, I'm fine when it comes to supplementing your work, helping you do your job. It's a tool that you use, but using AI to strictly replace one sector or replace something is never gonna work. Can you do a house tour? I would love to see your house is like, just out of curiosity. Yes and no. I can show some images on screen here from my house, but people have been asking this question a lot, but I don't really want to do a house tour because I feel like it's flexing. And the last thing I want to do is flex on the people that basically watch my content, which makes it possible for me to like buy a house and be in this place here. And if I had to make a house tour, it would have to be like the clickbait, this is my $1 million mansion or some shit like that, for it to actually gain views or get any kind of engagement. And I just don't want to flex on people. I'm fine with showing my vinyls or anything that I buy in the background. If I get a new like water bottle or a new headphone or a new phone or anything, I'm fine with showing that. But a house is like, it's like a big investment, and I don't want to like flash that or like flex that to people. I just don't want to do a dedicated house tour because I feel like it's, see what I got that you don't have. How do you feel about the StanleyMOV's of furry allegations? Listen, just because I'm an ally doesn't mean that I'm a furry. I know I got my cat ears for my headphones and I have questionable things in the background and I bought the Luna plush and all that, but I respect and accept a lot of people because I don't see any problems with it. I believe the reason why people see a problem with the furry community is because of the 0.1% that are actually like into animals, if you know what I'm talking about. In my Discord server, the people that I've interacted with, that is furries, are just normal human beings. They're actually nice people that I've interacted with. And it's only like, it's the same with literally everything. It's only the 0.1% that does something bad that basically paints the community in a bad light. Furries are people just like other people. I don't have any problems with them. I see them as people with a hobby. It's the same as being a gamer. It's the same as collecting vinyls. It's the same as having any kind of hobby. You're just interested in, it's cosplaying. Like, it's honestly just cosplaying in the end. So for me, I'm an ally. I'm not a furry myself because I have cosplayed once before as Corvo from Dishonored. That was the only kind of cosplay I've had. It was for a con many years ago. I only have the mask now. But I treat them and I respect them like people. Like, furries are people just like everyone else. Just like trans people, just like gay people. Like, people are people, and if they are nice people, they should be treated with respect. That is my opinion. That was a voice crack and a half. Would you do a motivational speech for a fella who wants to start a YouTube channel? Don't have the confidence and or tips or tricks you've learned over the years. My biggest recommendation if you want to do content creation is probably to start on TikTok. I know TikTok is cringe, but TikTok can give you a lot of followers in a very quick time. I remember my first 100,000 followers on TikTok didn't take as long as it did on YouTube. You can build a very quick audience on TikTok and you can learn how it all works while gaining an audience. And then when you don't feel like TikTok anymore, you can always upload the shorts to YouTube. That is basically how I got my first 10,000 subscribers. I have made over 700 TikToks, maybe 1,000 TikToks in my lifetime so far, and I uploaded all of them to the StanleyMOV channel. Only 5 of them or 3 of them managed to get over 1 million views. So when I started doing sleep streams, I then deleted everything else, only kept the TikToks that have gotten a significant amount of views, and then I just continued. As soon as you get the ball rolling and you find the audience for the people who want to watch the content that you make, that is when it works. You can get an education if you feel like it. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos in terms of what you can do, how to use a camera, how do you edit a video, and so on. But just observing videos from creators, like if you just go and watch Markiplier, if you go and watch Grissy, Big Puffer, Crispy Concords, Jimmy, Jakerton, if you just watch people and learn, okay, what do they do? There's a sound effect, here's a zoom in, here's a zoom out, here's subtitles. I'm not saying copy paste, I'm saying take inspiration. That's how content creation is these days. Nothing is original anymore. Like, you can't make anything that is original. You can take an idea from here, you can take an idea from there, you can smash them together, and then you have something new. But it's literally just 2 inspirations smashed together. So take inspiration from people that you enjoy watching and not replicate, but take what you can learn from their videos and incorporate that in your own style and your own way into your own content. That is what I would say. Again, start on TikTok, see what works, make the content that you feel like. Just like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to make meme content, like meme videos like crackback or MLG videos was like what I loved to do back when I was a teenager, right? Finding the kind of content you want to make and see what you actually can make is important, because yeah, you can definitely become another crackback if you want to do that, but there is a lot of people who do the same thing, but not with just as much success, and also it's short videos, and short videos doesn't make you that much revenue in the end, and so on. But take inspiration from people, start up on TikTok. When you have enough, go over to YouTube, boom, you're golden. Is the backroom stuff in the background like a wallpaper or a green screen? It's actually a large cardboard cutout. I can show you. Usually for it to look good, I place it like here, like something like right here. Usually sells the illusion, but it's literally just like, it's just a big cardboard cutout that basically stands this corner over here. And that's basically it. It just stands in the corner, and it kind of gives the illusion that I'm in the back rooms, but if I do set it like a little bit closer so it covers the entire doorway, that sells it way better. I know you said that the Stanley plushie will be the first and the last merch you will ever do, but please, is it really the only one? Thank you in advance for answering. I talked earlier about the t-shirts and all that, so unless Cool Shirts want to work with me, unless Makeship wants another plush, that is the only thing they want to do right now. I've tried with Teespring. Teespring was fine, I just didn't like the quality. I don't want to mention the reseller that I tried working with. I've tried like Redbubble, it's just not it. I've tried a lot of different like companies and brands in my country, in United States and so on, and I just don't feel like there is a current solution that works for my level of perfectionism. So I would have to do like either like Teddy Fresh and do it completely myself, but that will remove all of my efforts from my content to work on merch instead, and that is not what I want to do. If I do, and also like, I also don't like the typical YouTuber merch drop, because it's the FOMO effect. Like, you'd be like, oh, you can buy this t-shirt, but it's only now, you have like 14 days to buy this, and then it's gone forever. And I feel like that's the way you have to do YouTuber merch, but I just don't like it, because it's artificial FOMO. Like, I'm setting up that it's only 14 days, and I'm telling you that it's only 14 days, and then if I want to change the goalpost, I can do that. So I don't like that I have to like make some kind of fake fear of missing out for my merch to actually do well, and if I don't do that, then people won't buy it. So you kind of see it's a very hard game to play, because I don't want to be a sellout. I don't want to be fake. I want to be real. I want to be authentic. So it's hard for me to do certain things where I lose myself or where I'm not myself. Wow, this is really basically, I don't want to do something that I don't feel like is right. And making merch right now, t-shirts, I haven't found a right reseller, so I'm not going to do that. Do you actually smash a bottle against your head, or is it just a prop? It's a prop. It's not an actual bottle. I was like browsing Twitter, and then I saw someone mention it, and then I bought it. So I had like 12 prop bottles. I have one more prop bottle left if I want to use it, but it's made out of sugar glass. So I can literally tap it against my head and it breaks. It doesn't hurt at all. It's a prop. It's fake, but it's very fun to get people's reaction when you use it that way. Have you ever asked or been on You Laugh You Leave with JimmyHere? That would be the most wholesome video of all time. This is by far the most question of all time. This is the question that I get asked the most. I know my content gets compared to Jimmy a lot, and it's cool and all. Some time ago, JimmyHere actually followed me back on Twitter, and the only thing that I can tell you right now is that we're cooking. Alright? All you gotta do is let us cook. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, but all I'm gonna say is let us cook. That's the only thing I can say right now. But I would love to do more collabs with other creators. Like a lot of people have been requesting Crispy Concords or the Boris guy or just a lot of other creators in general, and I would love to. I feel like the You Laugh You Lose videos I've done so far with Skitsy and SacAx, you know, the Among Us Size guy, were some of the funniest videos I made on this channel here. So if I did have the connection, and if I do get a connection with those types of people, I would love to collab with them. So I've been sitting here for about 2.5 hours now. We're gonna do a very quick speed round, and then we're gonna end off the video. Do you actually have a girlfriend? Yes. I have been dating someone for 2 to 3 months already. I'm not gonna show her on stream. I'm very strict when it comes to my content and what I want to do on my channel. Also with prior experience with like girlfriends in the past where relationships were short and they didn't last so long. So I don't want to introduce someone on my channel when I don't know how long it's gonna last, if it makes sense. When we've been together for a year, I might show her on the channel. We might do something if she feels like it, but at the moment it's something I want to keep private to myself. But yes, I'm not single anymore. I'm actually out. I'm actually touching grass and I'm in a relationship. Have you ever considered gamer subs? Gamer subs and even G Fuel and even other brands have reached out to me. The problem, I even have some gamer subs in the background. I have some shakers, the one with J Slat. I just don't drink it though. When it comes to like energy supplements, I drink coffee. Like I don't drink energy drinks. I drink soda whenever I eat dinner or something like that. But I just don't like the flavor. I don't like the consistency. And whenever I do stream, it's in the afternoon. So if I drink caffeine in the afternoon, there is no way for me to fall asleep in the evening because I start at like 4 p.m. If I drink coffee or I take like a big gamer sub something, I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep. So I don't drink anything with caffeine in after like noon, so I don't go to sleep and I didn't feel the buzz of me having too much caffeine in my body. When it comes to sponsorships, I'm only in for sponsorships that I actually use, like video games or browsers, or it has to be something that I can see myself using or that I already use for me to accept the sponsorship. I'm not just gonna accept it because of money. It has to be something that I like myself before I say, hey, check this out. Will you improve on your Discord server moderation? Because it's kind of unfair. Like, I got perm banned without appeal just for one high quality violent video. This is also a question we get a lot, or I get a lot, is about why did I get banned? I got banned from the server and so on. If you got banned from the server, there is a high chance that you did not read the rules and you did not follow the rules. If you submit any kind of violent, gory, sexual, lewd content, nude content on the server, we don't hesitate to hit you with a perm ban. If you violate some minor rules like spamming, or if you just misuse channels, we have warning systems in place. If you do get banned after one violation, it is because it is a severe violation. Submitting content that is not allowed on Discord, or that is violent for Discord, or not upholding or following our rules is the reason why you got banned. So if the server is suddenly removed from you, you gotta think hard about what you did. And we do have an unbanned server, I think on Twitch. If you do exclamation unban, or on this channel in the about section, there is a link for the unbanned server. So you can actually join that unbanned server. You can get the reason for your ban, so you can know what you did wrong and you have the option to appeal it. So currently our moderation is strong. We can't specify the ban before you actually join the unbanned server because we don't have systems in place for that. But if you get banned, join the unbanned server. We will handle every single ticket on the unbanned server. Out of raw curiosity, out of all your reactions, laughing, screaming, fully genuine, or do you exaggerate them if only a little? Like I mentioned earlier, whenever I do stream, it's like I'm on stage. It's not like I purposefully over exaggerate or I scream. If there's a meme where it's like, oop, but spelled backwards, boo, then I play in on certain memes, but whenever I do pug, or whenever I be like, yeah, it's my genuine reaction in the moment. I want to feel as genuine as I can. I want to be myself. I don't want to over exaggerate, even though it sometimes might feel like I do over exaggerate. It's not something that I do on purpose. But when people are watching, you are more like, you easily play into things, if it makes sense. Like if there is a meme where it's a perfectly cut scream, you can then play in on the meme, you can play in on the joke, and I do that a whole lot, but it's still authentic to me as a person. And again, I'm way more chill when I'm just sitting here answering questions. It's way different when I'm on stream, and it's the same. Like as a person, you have this is gonna sound weird, but as a person, you have multiple personalities. If you act differently when you're with friends, when you're with your girlfriend, when you're with parents, grandparents, strangers. We all act differently depending on the situation that we are in. I act differently now when I just sit here and I just talk, and I act differently when I'm like putting on a show, when we're streaming, like, hey everybody, how's it going? You know, there's a difference in it. But I don't plan, or I don't on purpose exaggerate any kind of reaction for views or for like interactions or anything. I do what I feel like is right for me. And last we have explain all of your tattoos, what they mean and where they're from. So I'm not gonna explain them, but I'm gonna show as many as I can right now. We have Dishonored, Piku Niku, Kingdom Hearts. This is just an anime design that I really like. This is from Nier Automata, Untitled Goose Game. We have a Korok from Breath of the Wild, Isabelle right here, I think, and then we have like the Ahegao face that I talked about earlier. I think that's all for this arm. Then over here we have Cult of the Lamb. This is a strawberry from Life is Strange. Life is Strange before the, not before the storm, but Life is Strange. Arms, the fighting game for Nintendo Switch. We have here, this is just a mountain that I have. I have the fireflies from The Last of Us. Temmie that I showed earlier is what I have here. That's Temmie smiling, basically. A ghost that says it's cool. I was already dead inside, right here. Demon King. This was a bad tattoo I got with an ex-girlfriend at some point. Inscription card. I also do this. This was my first tattoo I got. It means soldier in Chinese, I believe. On my body, I have Joji's rose petal right here. On my legs, I have Adventure Time, and this is not for PewDiePie. This was because a bunch of friends, a group of friends and I, we were bros, so we decided to get a, you know, it's not for PewDiePie though, but I got Adventure Time right here. And then on the other leg, I have a glass vial. This is a faded tattoo from another video game. We have Joji right here. Again, one of my big inspirations. And on the other leg, I have an anime girl and a film camera. And right down here, I can't show that. I mean, right down here we're talking about, I don't believe I can show it because of YouTube guidelines. I have in Japanese from Filthy Frank, Kitsu Taburu, which means I eat ass. Alright, I believe that is all the tattoos that I have on my body. If I forgot one, I can show it on stream and so on. I have been sitting here for almost 3 hours, guys. I want to say, once again, thank you all so much for 400,000 subscribers. This is a dream come true. I never had any expectations when it came to YouTube and content creation. I basically just rolled with the punches, if that makes sense. And getting to this success, getting to this part here is mind-blowing for me, because I never had any expectations for getting to this point here, and every milestone we get, it's insane for me. I can't comprehend how many people are watching the videos and how many people's days I changed because of the content that I make. The fact that we keep growing means that I'm doing something right, and that's what matters for me, that people are enjoying the content, and people are I'm basically helping people in their day-to-day life. I don't want to take too much of your time. This is gonna be Oppenheimer level. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but it's definitely gonna be like an hour or something like that. I gotta work on this right now. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in another video. Take care, have fun, and I will see you next time.